Stress, whether we want or we don't want, has become a very important part of our life. But how do we manage this stress? Let's find out today. Namaste, my name is Dr. Tanvi Mayur Patel. I am an endocrinologist, hormone specialist doctor from Mumbai, India. Now before I begin this video, one important information. If you want to watch this video in Hindi language, then on the I button and in the description box there is a link. If you click on that link, then this video will be played in Hindi language for you. अगर आप इस वीडियो को हिंदी भाषा में देखना चाहते हैं तो ऊपर आई बटन पे और नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में एक लिंक है. अगर आप उस लिंक पे क्लिक करेंगे तो इस वीडियो को आप हिंदी भाषा में पाएंगे. So let's talk about the stress management tips. In that the first is the exercise. Yes, if you do a daily exercise of around 30 to 45 minutes, whatever form of exercise, whether it is a gym exercise or a simple walking, all of these exercise releases lot of good hormones like an endorphin, and these hormones, they make us feel better. Not only that, when you do exercise, you tend to maintain your body weight, and again this gives a positive body image also. Second is a sleep. Yes, 6 to 8 hours, especially nighttime sleep is very important. So if you do a regular exercises, you will experience that you are able to sleep properly. And if you have any issues pertaining to your sleep, I have made another video where I am talking about the tips for the good sleep. You can watch that video so that your sleep issues can also be solved. Third is the food. Yes, what you eat is also very important. Try to stay away from a processed food, fried food, junk food, or any food which comes in the packet form, because all of these food contain a lot of trans fat and a lot of other chemicals, and these all the chemicals, they create a lot of internal body stress, and that can make you feel bad. Next is a caffeine. Yes, limit your caffeine intake, whether it is in the form of a tea or a coffee or a chocolate or even aerated drinks. Many a times people consume energy drink to stay positive and to stay energetic. All of these contains a very high caffeine, and that will also increase the internal body stress. If at all you need to have a coffee or something, you can try a 1 or 2 cup of a green tea. Stay away from bad habits like smoking and alcohol. Again, refrain yourself from the usage of recreational drugs. All of these create a lot of body stress. Now let's talk about the mindset. Yes, how we deal with the stress is a very important, and our mindset is the most important in that. Try to maintain a positive attitude and stay away from negative thoughts. Yes, many people have a negative thoughts and they go into the cycle of such thoughts. So stay away from such negative thoughts. Second, practice a habit of a gratitude. Gratitude is nothing but a thankfulness. If you are thankful to every possible things what you have in your life, whether materialistic or a non-materialistic, you will experience that you are experience much lesser stress. Another habit is a accept. Yes, accept the situation as it is, accept the people around as they are. The more you accept them, the better it will be. There are many situations which is beyond our control. We cannot change that. So letting going of that again is a very important. Accept yourself the way you are. Yes, many people do not have a habit of accepting themselves, whether it is about their health, whether it is about their body image, and they go into the negative zone. So accept yourself, and the more you accept it, the more positive you will feel about yourself. Always have a habit of taking a timely decisions. Yes, many people are very confused in their mindset and they are indecisive. The more you will be indecisive, the more confusion will be there, and the more confusion, more stress. So try to take a timely decision. That decision might be right or might be wrong. And if those decisions turn out to be wrong, you can definitely introspect those decisions and again re-evaluate them and probably take a help of someone else. Yes, if you need help from someone else, please don't hesitate. Asking a help is not a bad thing. Many people have an ego that how can I ask for a help? Please don't do that. And if you take a help, you will find a lot of people are there to help you out. At the same time, you should also help others. There is this beautiful saying called as the joy of giving. If you give something to someone, even a small help, you will feel very happy from inside that you brought some change in someone's life. If there is a bigger problems in your life, try to break this problem into small problems and take a decision of so small problems, and you will realize that your entire big problem or a big issue is already resolved and solved. One very important aspect of the mindset is a self-love and a self-respect. Yes, if you don't love yourself and if you don't respect yourself, it is very difficult to command respect and love from others. So always accept yourself and love yourself. Now let's talk about the practices. How we deal with the stress is also very important. Try to incorporate habits like having a meditation, yoga, pranayam, tai chi or a deep breathing. This helps in the stress management. Whatever religion you believe in, you can also incorporate prayers. Prayers have a lot of power. They have a healing power and they help you feel better. If you want, you can listen to the music. Again, when you select a music, it has to be very soft or a instrumental music which has a calming effect. Avoid watching any kind of movies which are very negative emotions or a horror movie. Nowadays, we see a lot of web series which are very intense. The more you such kind of a content you watch, the more stressful you feel. See, staying in the news is always good because we need to know what's going around. But at the same time, so much of us media is surrounded by the negative news, and when you keep on reading and hearing such negative news, again it creates a stress. So try to stay away from such a negative news on a regular basis. If at all you are into reading books, then try to read books which are positive, which are inspirational. The more you will read such books, again you will feel lighter inside. Nowadays, we see a lot of inspirational podcasts also coming up. You can hear that. That will also help you in dealing the stress in a much better way. You can do sometime any mindless activities also. Now talking about the games, if you are fond of games, then try to play as many outdoor games as possible. Try to refrain indoor and computer based games because again that will make your body very lazy. You can also use a mental math, or maybe you can use a game like a Rubik's Cube. Again, this creates a lot of stress relief habit. You can also use a stress ball. That also helps you in relieving the stress. If you don't have any hobbies, then you can try to incorporate and develop a new hobbies or develop a new interest. Many people have a hobbies of gardening, knitting, stitching. All of these hobbies are considered positive and they help you. If you have any pets like cats or dogs or a small children in your house, try to play with them. They also are a stress buster. You can take such kids and the pets in the garden or in the open area. Again, you will feel better. If at all you need, you can just go for a walk in the garden. The more you will see greenery, you will find a lot of positivity. Try to have a photo album. Yes, where you will find all your loved ones in the photo album. And when you scroll through such photo albums, you will see a good and a positive memory. They will also help you reducing your stress. Probably you can use a photo frame in front of your desk or at a workstation. Again, this will reduces your stress. If at all you find a lot of stress, then you can take a bath in a warm water. You can take a help of a bath salts. You can use a lightened candle or essential oil. They all will help you in a stress management. Before going for a bath, you can probably do some massage or probably just a small massage wherein you rub your palms and put it over your eyes. Again, you will find a lot of positivity. Try to stay away from negative people as much as you can. Spend more time with your family members, your friends and your loved ones. Socialize more and use social media less. Yes, we all use a social media and we see a lot of artificial happiness of the people. People keep posting about their vacation, their new gifts and how positive and happy they are. However, we don't know the reality. And in reality, the situation is very different. So try not to compare yourself with those social media elements, because that creates a lot of stress. Try to stay a part of a positive group or a positive forum so that you can reduce your stress. If possible, go for a vacation or a small holidays with your family members, and again you will find that you are feeling much better. When you talk, please keep a smile on your face, because when we smile, again the stress reduces. If possible, go for a bike ride or a car drive, again a good stress buster. If possible, maintain a photo album. Yes, when you will see yourself and your family members in that photo album, which has a lot of good memories, you will feel better. You can also use a photo frame in front of your workplace or wherever you work. So that will also help you reducing your stress. You can also try some relaxation habits like going for a warm water bath. And when you go for a water bath, you can use a scented candles, you can use a bath salts, and you can also play a soft music. You can also massage yourself. Frequently undergoing through body massage also reduces the stress. If at all you need, you can take a small vacations or small holidays with your loved ones. Go for a car drive or a bike ride. This again reduces the stress. Stay away from negative people, and when you choose friend, be very careful and spend time with your family and your loved ones. If possible, try to be a part of a group or activities which happens the positivity. Socialize more and use social media less. Nowadays, we all follow people on social media where they keep posting all about the happiness. However, in reality, it may not be correct. And we always try to fantasize those unwanted and artificial happiness which may not happen, and this creates again a stress. So stay away from such a social media as much as possible. If someone is trolling you on a social media, again stay away from such negative people. If you are at a stressful event, how do you manage your stress? It's also an important. So let's assume there is a stressful event. Now what to do? First of all, in your mind, you count 1 to 10. The moment you will do this, you will experience that the stress is reduced. Also, you can try a slow and a deep breathing. And the moment you will do this, you will experience that the stress is also getting reduced. Or else you can do a small warming up kind of a massage wherein you rub your hands and put it over your eyes. Again, you will experience less stress. If the situation is not something which is in your control, then in that case, probably you can take a short break. Either you can visit a washroom, or maybe you can just walk around for a minute or two. This will help you in clarifying all your thoughts, and if at all there is an anger, that also will be subsided. And this will make sure that you respond to this stressful event in a much better way. And if possible, you can do a small mini meditation, or maybe you can do a prayer. You can also recite a song in your mind which is one of your favorite. So all this will also reduce your stress. Another tip is that if possible, try to avoid answering that stressful event immediately. So you can maybe sleep over it, or maybe you can think over it, or probably you can reply to the next day. So when you will do this, you will have a sufficient and a positive mindset to deal with that situation, and you can also take a help of your family members or your friends, that how you can respond to such kind of emails or such meetings. Try to avoid yourself from any kind of a social media trolling, and if any people is trolling you, you can either block that person, or you can remove that person from your friend list, and this will also reduce a lot of mental stress. Now let's talk about if you are working, how can you manage your stress at your workplace or at your offices? See, very important is to keep your area where you're working a clutter free. Yes, many times what happens, if there are a lot of books, there are files, there are telephone, there is a printer, laptop, computer desktop, all of that can create a lot of clutter and can create a stress. So keep your workplace as clean and clear as possible. Secondly, please maintain a timetable. Yes, when you have a timetable life, your life becomes very disciplined, and this ensures that your productivity at your workplace increases. If you have many works to do, please maintain a to-do list, and in your to-do list, please prioritize the work which is very essential at the top, and as and when you complete those tasks, please put a check mark or a tick mark so that you know that your productivity has increased. Unnecessary, do not keep on looking at the to-do list, because that can also create a stress. Do not have a habit of procrastination. Yes, many people have a habit of delaying work, and when there's a lot of work which gets piled up, they get stressed out. So don't have that habit and try to clear work as early as you can. Now, if your capacity is less, then it is okay to say no for a overwork. What happens many times, many people are overworked and overloaded with the work which they cannot complete, and because they cannot complete, there is a lot of stress which gets created. So if there is an overload of the work, you can delegate your work to some other office staff so that it improves your productivity and reduces your mental stress. Also, do not have a habit of a multitasking. Yes, many people do that. They try to take up one work and second work and third work. So what happens, you are not able to justify any work, and then at the end of the day, there is a lot of stress which gets created. So don't keep such habits at the workplace so that you can have a very stress-free mindset. Again, now when we talk about the emails, many times what happens when we visit to any website and unknowingly we subscribe to the newsletters and then repetitively keep getting those emails. And these emails again becomes a stress, and we have to respond to that. So if possible, try to unsubscribe from such a mailing list. Again, then we're talking about the notification. Many of us have a habit of turning on the notification on our mobile phone, and every time there's a notification, it creates maybe a sound or maybe a light, and that both distracts and reduces our productivity. So say no to such notifications also. Unnecessary, we receive so many phone calls and mobile calls from various telemarketing companies, and again this creates a stress. So you can put your number into do not call list and do not disturb list so that this reduces the stress. Now let's talk about the environment. Yes, where we stay, where we spend our time, that environment is also very important. If possible, try to keep the environment around you as green as possible. You can use some plantation, and when you see such plantations, and the green effect has a very soothing effect to our eyes. Okay, then selection of the colors of your wall, then your furniture or floorings is also important. When you select the colors which are white or in a blue or a green shades, these colors are said to be a stress-free and a calming effect. If possible, in your house, you can use a lighted candles or an essential oil, because they also have a mental soothing habits. Now let's talk about the people. Yes, we all are a social animal and we are surrounded by people. So what kind of people are around us also plays an important role. If you are going to make a friend, make sure that you choose your friend very carefully. Try not to make friends with the people who are negative in mindset or who have a negative approach towards life. This will make you also a lot of negative. So stay away from such negative mindset people. Try to spend as much as time with your family members and the people whom you love. If possible, hug them so that it relieves a lot of stress. If possible, try to have a humor in your life. Yes, many times it's okay to laugh on ourselves, on our situation, and play things around us. It's okay, isn't it? Now, so these are the certain important ways you can protect yourself from the stress. The most important aspect of a stress relief is a self-acceptance and a self-love. The more you accept yourself and your situation around you, you will feel stress-free. The more you love yourself and the people around you, you will experience less stress. This is the key of a stress management. And if all of these tips doesn't work for you, then in that case, you will have to visit a nearby psychologist or a psychiatrist or a mental health professional. There is no harm and there should not be any shy of visiting such professionals and taking their help. Many people assume that taking their help is a bad. It's not that way. Rather, they will help you manage your stress, and this will protect you from many other diseases which can be debilitating. Right? I hope after watching this video you got some useful information, and please write in the comment box below that out of all these tips, which tip helped you the most and you liked the most. And if you have any of your personal questions pertaining to your health, please don't forget to write in the comment box. I try to answer them as early as I can. And if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And then there is a bell icon. If you click there, as and when my new video will be published, you will get an instant notification. We will meet again with some interesting topic. Till then, take care of yourself and live a stress-free life. Namaste.